Hey, it's Tim here, coach of Men Who Want More, and this message is for my brothers out there. Believe in yourself, brothers, because I know sometimes it can be challenging. I know that you doubt yourself. I get that you have your inner critic and you beat yourself up at times. But I'm here to give you a message, hopefully a message of inspiration to believe in yourself. See, 2009 rolls round, and I've always had this sort of goal and dream to be a ski instructor and travel. I started skiing as a little kid here in Australia. So if you're not from Australia, we do have a couple of hills here. And from about age, I think 5 or 6, my dad used to drive me down every winter. It was about a 5 or 6 hour drive down to the local mountains here, which is just on the east coast. And I started skiing as a little kid, as a little wee chap. And ever since that, I had this dream, this goal to go overseas and to be a ski instructor and just to experience that. It just seemed like incredible to me. So 2009 rolls around and I'm working in Melbourne as a personal trainer, doing quite well, and enough's enough. I make this decision by the end of the year, I'm going to be heading to Canada. And it was well overdue because initially I went down to Melbourne off the back of being convinced by a good mate of mine to do a year, make the money that I needed to so I could travel and go do the ski instruction. 1 year turns into 3, and by 2009, I can't handle it anymore. I'm really enjoying the fitness game, but I believe that there was more that I needed to do. And that was at that time, go and do this ski instruction. And I believed in myself. It took a little while to go, you know what, I'm going to tie up what I'm doing here, as hard as it is, and fucking go for it. So I stopped the housing situation I was in, and I put a plan together. I was starting to tell my clients that, hey, this is me finishing up. And in 2009, by the end of the year, I'd saved a little bit of money, and I was reaching out to see what work I could get in terms of ski instruction. Here's an Aussie who, we're not really renowned for our skiing or skiing ability, reaching out to these big resorts overseas in Canada, that's where I wanted to go, and getting knocked back and saying, well, A, you don't even have a ski instruction, you don't even have a certification, and there's too many barriers. So then I linked up with a job agency, and they were lucky enough to sort of say, hey, look, we can talk to some resorts for you, but there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee you're going to be able to live this dream and go and ski instruct, and you don't have a qualification. And at the time, our season had finished. I didn't even have the opportunity to get a ski instruction down here in Australia. And I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to go. I'm going to believe in myself and just do it. So this job agency said, we'll talk to a couple of resorts. And I had a phone interview with a resort, and they were like, you know what? We're going to give you a chance. If you can get yourself over here, we're going to put you through an instruction course. And if you're good enough, and if you get certified, then we'll employ you. And I was over the fucking moon. I was like, you beauty. Okay. So back end of 2009 rolls around, and I fly to Canada, get drilled regarding my visa, and I didn't even have a permanent job, and it was all pending. Luckily, they let me in. And I ended up doing this certification for my CASI Level 1, so Canadian Ski Instructors course. And I think it was just a weekend course, and I thought my skiing was up to scratch, but little did I know that I was a hack, and I had no real technical skills. And luckily, in that 2 days, I improved enough, and I got my certification. And I did the 2009-2010 season as a ski instructor in Canada at an incredible mountain, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. And why I share this story with you is because it came off the back of believing in myself. So wherever you're at right now in your life, to the men out there, believe a little bit more in yourself. And I don't mean believe a little bit more in if you're kicking ass in your business there, or if you're in great shape and you've always had great health in that area, or whether you're just a mad people person and you can always create great relationships. I mean believe in yourself in the areas that you fucking struggle. In the areas that, hey, you don't have the belief. maybe you rock on home and your wife or that special someone in your life, you just don't know how to handle that. Start believing in yourself more and more there. Maybe you've been out of shape for a long time and you want to get in better shape. You just haven't believed in yourself. Believe in yourself that you can, in your health, get yourself in great shape and have greater energy. Is it maybe your financial situation has been shitty for a long period of time? Believe that you can up-level that area of your life. So my experience in Canada, if it wasn't for the belief, went there without a certification, had no idea, completely unknown and uncertainty. If it wasn't for the belief I had in myself at that time, I wouldn't have done it. I would have been sitting here years later regretting why I didn't fucking believe in myself and take the punt to follow my dream. Or why didn't I believe in myself just to get a little bit better within myself, within how I feel about myself. And it all starts with that belief. Let me do a couple of shout outs here. Hey Daz, thanks for jumping on. Nay, awesome, thanks for jumping on. Rahani, thank you guys, appreciate your support here live. And if you're watching the replay, my message to you is just believe more in yourself, because that's a choice and nobody can give you that. You've got to start with that belief within yourself. No matter what your goals are, no matter what your visions are, your ambitions, it starts with you. You take one step at a time moving forward and you'll make great shit happen. You'll live a successful life, but not only successful, fulfilled as well. Because as a great mentor of mine says, success without, I'm totally butchered this, which Tony Robbins says, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. And I truly believe that. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So I appreciate your time. Much gratitude for watching today. I appreciate it. If you want a helping hand with believing in yourself more, make sure you PM me. I'm always here to help. And it's your time to step up and to be the best man you can be.